Welcome back to the Deep Dive. I'm Shane.
And America.
Today, we're doing something a bit different, inspired by our friend Kecia from Kecia's Tour Life.
Right, her blog is fantastic music, road trips, travel, all sorts of experiences.
Exactly. And she shared this really powerful experience she had, which felt especially relevant to talk about now. Because yesterday, July 25th, would have actually been Emmett Till's 84th birthday.
Wow, yeah, such a pivotal figure and a heartbreaking story.
Yeah, absolutely. For anyone maybe less familiar, Emmett was a 14-year-old black kid from Chicago,
Right.
visiting relatives in Mississippi back in 1955. And, well, he was murdered.
It was horrific. And his mother, Mamie Till Mobley, made that incredibly brave choice for an open casket funeral.
Forcing the world to really see the brutality. It was a major catalyst for the civil rights movement.
Definitely. So Kecia's experience ties into this.
It does. She attended a stage play, The Face of Emmett Till, and her insights from seeing his story told live, theatrically. That's what we want to unpack today.
Okay, interesting. So moving beyond just the historical facts, which many people know, into how it felt seeing it performed live.
Precisely. Our mission here is to explore that impact, drawing right from Kecia's blog post about it.
And, we should probably say up front, this is obviously a story that carries a lot of heavy emotion.
No question. And seeing it live, as Kecia describes,
Yeah.
well, it seemed to amplify that intensely.
Right. So where do we start? The play itself.
Yeah, let's start there. It's called The Face of Emmett Till. And what's really significant right off the bat is who wrote it.
Okay.
It was co-written by Mamie Till Mobley herself.
Wow. Okay, that's huge. Alongside David Barth III.
Yes, and directed by Joyce Barnes. That direct involvement from his mother, it just signals a whole different level of intimacy, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's not just about him. It's framed by her experience.
And the play apparently opens with this very direct statement. This is his story, told in his mother's words.
That sets a powerful tone. It tells the audience, listen closely, this is personal.
For sure. Kecia saw this performance back on February 21st, 2020.
Okay.
This was at the Xenia Area Community Theater. That's in Xenia, Ohio.
A local production, then.
Yeah, a local production. And get this, Kecia mentioned it sold out every single performance.
That really says something, doesn't it? About the enduring power of this story and people wanting to connect with it.
Definitely. And Kecia really emphasized how this was different for her. She'd seen documentaries, museum exhibits.
Right, the kinds of things you might expect.
But this was the first time seeing it unfold, live on a stage.
And that shift from screener display to live actors right there. What did she say about that? How did it change things?
Well, she felt it went way beyond just the facts you'd get in a textbook. Because it was in his mother's words.
Ah, right, coming back to that.
It gave her this understanding of Emmett before the trip to Mississippi.
You mean like who he was as a kid?
Yeah, exactly. How he was raised, his personality, just how deeply loved he was. Things that maybe get overshadowed by the sheer horror of what happened later.
That makes sense. Documentaries often have to focus on the event, the aftermath, the historical significance.
Right. But a play, especially one co-written by his mother, can really lean into the human being, the life that was lost.
And Kecia felt that came across strongly.
Oh, absolutely. She said something like, the story itself, just hearing the words, is enough to make you feel strongly. Like if you don't feel anything, you have no heart.
Yeah, it's inherently moving.
But then she said, seeing it actually play out in person, it takes you so much deeper. She described it as an unexplainable feeling.
That sounds like the power of live theater. That immediate visceral connection you get when you're sharing the same space, breathing the same air as the performers, telling this intense story.
Yeah. It hits differently than watching something on a screen.
It bypasses some of that intellectual distance, maybe? Goes straight for the heart?
I think that's what she was getting at. And she was also really impressed by the production itself, even though it was local.
Right, the Xenia Area Community Theater.
She specifically praised the actors. Said it was brought to life by our amazing local talent.
That's great to hear.
Gave them a big bravo for their outstanding work. She felt their passion really came through.
It's a good reminder that powerful storytelling isn't just about big budgets or famous names. Local theater can be incredibly impactful.
Totally. She said the fact that it was a local production didn't take anything away from the weight of the tragedy. If anything, maybe it made it more immediate.
Possibly. That connection to your community members bringing this story to life. I can see how that would deepen the experience. She mentioned any specific performances.
She did, yeah. She highlighted Mendu Kaniel playing Mamie Till Bradley
Mm-hmm.
and Bendela Eugene as Emmett himself. She felt they really anchored that human core of the story.
Playing those roles, that takes incredible commitment and emotional depth.
No doubt. And the rest of the ensemble, too. People like Ronnie Copeland as Mose Wright or Daria Dillard Stone as Mahalia Jackson, bringing all those figures to life.
It really underscores that communal aspect of theater, telling these vital stories together.
Yeah. And the experience didn't just end when the play was over.
Oh, what else happened?
Kecia actually got to talk with some of the actors afterwards.
Oh, wow. That must have been intense, too. A chance to sort of process it with them.
For sure. But there was something else at the venue, too, something called a wall of tolerance.
A wall of tolerance. What was that?
It was this space where people, the audience members, could literally sign their names.
Okay. Sign them to what?
To a pledge. A pledge to take a stand against hate, injustice, and intolerance.
Wow. That's a really tangible way to connect the play's message to personal action.
Right, taking that emotion, that reflection from the play, and channeling it into a commitment.
It moves it from just being a historical story to something demanding a present-day response.
Exactly. And Kecia also noted that this idea isn't unique to that theater. There's a similar wall of tolerance at the Civil Rights Memorial Center down in Montgomery, Alabama.
Ah, so connecting this local Ohio effort to that larger national context of civil rights remembrance and ongoing struggle.
Yeah. It links the past to the present and the local to the national.
That's incredibly powerful. It makes the whole experience more than just watching a play. It becomes participation in a larger dialogue about justice.
Definitely. It turns passive viewing into something active.
So when we boil it all down, what's the main takeaway from diving into Kecia's experience here?
Well, I think it really points to the unique power of live storytelling.
Yeah.
Especially local theater.
Yeah. How it can make history feel incredibly personal and human.
It gets beyond the dates and facts and connects you to the feeling, the human cost.
Yeah.
Kecia's unexplainable feeling.
Right. It transforms something like the Emmett Till tragedy from a historical marker into a deeply felt human experience that hopefully stays with you.
Exactly. It sticks with you in a different way.
So perhaps the thought to leave everyone with today is, how do we engage with these difficult, important stories? Whether it's through live performance like Kecia experienced, or visiting museums, or historical sites, or even just personal reflection.
How can that engagement deepen our own understanding? Not just of the past, but of, the shared human experience.
And maybe more importantly, how can it inspire us? Inspire reflection on the ongoing fight for justice, for tolerance, right here in our own communities today.
Yeah. What role can we play? What commitment can we make, even if it's not signing a wall?
Something to think about. If you want to read more about Kecia's adventures in music, travel, and her take on other live events, you can check out her blog at keciastourlife.com.
And she's also active on social media. You can find her on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Just search for Kecia's Tour Life.
Thanks for diving deep with us.
See ya.
See you next time.